I get on? Hey there, welcome, welcome. All right, so today, hi. So if you see me looking at two different screens, right, I'm live on Instagram. I'm also live to three other platforms via StreamYard. So if you see me looking back and forth between the two of you, between the two screens, that's what's happening, so that I can do all of this all at once. And yesterday I started talking about exercising your success muscle, right? That thinking of your new fresh perspective, that failure is simply a unit of growth and success is simply a unit of experience. Part of how you experience wealth or success for yourself is how you define it. How you define wealth or success for yourself is how you're going to experience it. So part of being peaceful, right, on your journey to whether that's multiple six figures, seven figures, multiple seven, beyond, right, wherever that next whatever that next level is for you, part of creating that from a place of peace, right, and peacefulness and joy, rather than that typical place of stress and overwhelm, is in how you define success, right? Because if your definition of success only supports success being in the future, then your success, right, then you always feel like you're falling short. You never feel like you're there. You never feel like you've made it, right? So you want to have a definition of wealth and success for yourself that supports okay, lost the connection for a second. That supports, right? You want to have a definition of wealth and success that supports your ability to feel, right? To feel wealthy and successful now versus later, right? And so I'm not talking about Webster's definition of wealth or success. I'm talking about a definition of wealth or success that you have for yourself. Now, why, right? Why? Because if your definition of wealth or success is simply a dollar amount in a bank account, then anytime you're not at that dollar amount or number in the bank account, right, you don't feel successful and you feel like you're falling short and you feel like you're not there yet. So my definition of success is doing work that I love, spending time with people that I love, living with peace and possibility in my mind, passion and joy in my spirit, and health and vitality in my body, right? That's my definition of success. So I feel successful every day. I am already successful in that way, right? And it continues to evolve and level up. And then my definition of wealth is having plenty, right? Plenty of love, plenty of health, and plenty of financial wealth to enjoy enhanced experiences with those that I love and to have a greater capacity to contribute, right? So that really is the driving force behind my journey to success, is that passion to have a greater capacity to contribute to making the world a better place for everyone, right? So what are some tools, right? What are some tools that make that easier for you now, right? What's working, what's not working? And part of the exercising the success muscle is there's two different ways to do that, right? And I want to invite you to this opportunity, this possibility, this idea of slowing down in order to speed up. Because as I mentioned yesterday, I spent much of my life on that path of success that was go, push, do, right? And that is where that stress and overwhelm comes from, and it's not sustainable. So when you don't have time or space in your day or in your life to just be, to really refuel yourself, then you start to run on empty, or you're burning the candle from both ends of the stick. And remember, again, that's not sustainable. And so what happens when people are doing it, and I've been there, right? I've been there. When you're burning the candle from both ends of the stick, you end up in some sort of crisis that forces you, right? Because you can't go on like that. So you'll create a place where you'll end up in some sort of crisis that will force you to stop, that will force you to stop and force you to slow down, whether that's some sort of financial crisis, a health crisis, a relationship crisis, right? And no one wants to succeed in that way, and I certainly don't. And again, I did it for a very long time. So inviting you to this opportunity and this possibility to slow down in order to speed up. And so part of how I have learned to really exercise my success muscle is there's stillness and there's movement. And so today I want to talk about stillness because I don't have a lot of time, and tomorrow I'll talk about movement. So stillness, right? Stillness is taking that time to pause, whether that's some form of prayer, some form of meditation. It can be just sitting and being, right? It can be just sitting and being. And that's something that I do every morning. That's actually how I prefer to start my day. Now, I do have dogs, right? Sometimes you see my furry little co-hosts in the background. So the first thing I have to do when I get up in the morning is take them outside. But after I do that, right, my favorite place to start is with quiet time. So I make a shot of espresso and I sit down, and it's silent. It's silent and it's quiet, and I give myself that opportunity to connect with a higher place, with my higher self, right? With those aspects of myself, right? So that I'm connected to who I'm being. And then throughout the day, right, I'm really deeply connected to who I'm being while I'm doing all of the things, right? Because you have to do the things. Everyone has to do the things. I have to do the things. My question for you is, who are you being while you're doing? Who are you being while you're doing those things? And so that moment, that place of stillness always starts my day with, who am I being? Who am I being? And that also gives you an opportunity, like I was talking about on Monday, to really connect to being your future self now that you are already that person, right? So connecting to those higher aspects of yourself who does the things, right? Who has no resistance. Right? You know your worth. You know your power. And you trust that. You trust that. So by connecting to that place with that stillness each day, what you're doing is you're planting seeds. You're planting these little seedlings of trust. You're planting, that stillness gives you space to plant seeds. Like, think of these little mustard seeds of trust that you're planting in yourself, that you're planting in that higher place, that higher force, whatever that higher place or force is for you. God, universe, spirit, creator, Allah, the language that you use for it, whatever is real and true for you is absolutely correct. And that's the time and space that you can plant these seeds of trust, right? Again, trust within yourself, trust within that higher place, that you are on track, that you are already successful, that you are being guided, that you know what to do, and you are the person who does those things now. And you're in tune with who you're being while you are doing those things, right? So who are you being while you're doing the things? And that's how you can really, really connect, just by starting your day, just being really connected and intentional. It's very strategic. It's very intentional for you to spend that time within. Is that's how you exercise that part of your success muscle that allows you to really, really speed up. It's by taking these moments to slow down. And then tomorrow, I'm going to talk about movement, right? Tomorrow, hey there, Dana, it's time for me. I have to go because I'm actually teaching now, and Hey Garrett, and I'm late for my class, so I have a group, the Peaceful Millionaire Collective, and it starts now. I'm actually 3 minutes behind because I'm here on the live with you. All it's been a day. It's been a day. But so tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, talk about exercising that success muscle in a different way, right? That's movement. So you have this contrast and this ebb and flow of stillness and movement. And that's what I'll be chatting about tomorrow. I don't know what time I'll be live tomorrow, but I will be live. And then we have live Q&A coming up on Friday at 11:30 Eastern. So if you haven't already, you can always catch replays. You can also catch the Mission to Billions vlog, my Mission to Billions vlog on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's at The Peaceful Billionaire. And again, you can always catch any day live stream that you might have missed will be housed there on YouTube. And you can also catch the Mission to Billions vlog, which is behind the scenes, what's going on with me on the day-to-day of building and scaling a multiple seven-figure business. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Now you're in the loop, and I am grateful for this time with you. I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now. In broadcast.